Hello, this is Matthew Rupp. I'm making a follow-up video, and this one's about the long tail of search. So let's jump right into what the long tail of search is and why it's so important to you when it comes to having a wonderful website traffic. Just 5 times website traffic you have right now, ranking 3 times better than you are right now for all your most important keywords, and just really getting your phone ringing. So let's just jump right in. Like when I go to Google, and you can do this yourself, what is the long tail of search? We see that there is 11,900,000 results. So this has been that's how many web pages there are about the long tail of search on the web. 12 million. To put it in perspective, how big of a subject this is, and it's been around for as long as search engines have been around, close. So feel free to read up on the subject if you're interested, and I'm going to give you an idea why this is super, super impactful for your business, for your website and its traffic and rankings. Okay. Long tail of search, so we have 12,000 articles. Let's jump over to images because I think that's a good way to explain it. Okay, and you're welcome to look at any of these. They all basically say the same thing. Okay, this is the deal. If regardless of your industry, you could be a home builder, an electrician, a dentist. This is the search volume for, let's say, dentist or home builder or electrician, heating and air. Those are there's tons of search volume for those kind of keywords, but a lot of times, like it's almost ego. I explain to my clients a lot of times, because the real opportunity is when you go down the chart there a bit. I'll explain what I'm talking about. You go a little bit. Let's say you start out with electrician. That's up here at the top, and there's 4,000 searches a month for that in Wichita. Okay, you go a little bit further down, commercial electrician. Well, there's 3,000 searches for that a month. And you go a little bit further down, and you get more and more specific. You get clear down here, and let's say there's only a dozen searches a month for how to fix an outlet, or a little further down, how to replace a fuse box, and you get a little more specific. Why this is so powerful is that 70% of all searches are in the long tail of search. It's an incredible statistic when you think about it, but 16 to 20% of all searches on Google have never been searched for before, ever. So people expect more and more out of search engines, and they're more and more specific about what they search for. And this presents a huge opportunity for so many businesses. This has the great news about ranking for keywords in the long tail of search is that the probability of conversion is much, much higher. If you think about it, if someone wants to, rank well for electrician or concrete, whatever it is, okay, let's just take dentist, for example. Okay, that's to rank #1 for dentists, Wichita, Kansas, for example. Okay, that's great, and you would undoubtedly get a lot of traffic. But think about, that has zero intent. That's people that want to sell stuff to dentists, people that are just doing marketing. That's other dentists that are doing research. That's people that want to work for dentists. That's maybe staffing companies that want to make a list of all the dentists that are in Wichita to reach out to or sell dental supplies to. It's very, very general, and yeah, there's a lot of search traffic, but there's no intent at all. Whereas if you get down here, how to replace a fuse box. Okay, that's an example of where someone has that is definitely has a lot of intent. I'll give you an example. I did some videos just the other day on bail bondsmen here in Wichita, and this is how to get somebody out of jail. Let's say someone that isn't terribly familiar with a bondsman and that whole process, and they just type in how to get somebody out of jail. Okay, Google is looking for the best possible result, and they didn't return one local bondsman. That gives you an example. That just puts it in perspective how poor the content is on the bondsman's websites here in Wichita. Is that the best result that Google could find here in Wichita is Wiki and Law Dictionary, Nolo, Criminal Find Law, Pace Firm, and how to bond somebody out of jail. See, these are where the real opportunity is. It doesn't matter what your industry is. I mean, it really doesn't. Electrician, home builder, dentist, accountant, it doesn't matter what it is. This is what people are looking for. You got to think about so many people, this is why I call it ego, is trying to rank #1 for electrician or #1 for home builder, is that, okay, that's not, it's very, very difficult. It's challenging. It's going to be costly. You have a lot of competition and there's no intent. Why not focus on the ones where people are trying to solve their problems. If you think about it, that's what people are doing 99% of the time when they're using a search engine, is not, oh, I need someone to do business with. I mean, of course, sometimes it is, but more often than not, if you think about it, is how can I solve my problem? How can I make my pain, whatever it is, go away? And that's what you need to think about for your industry, and that right there is a golden opportunity when it comes to content. Then you're ranking well for keywords. Honestly, you can have competitors that can fight over these keywords. I'd rather have 16 or 18 keywords that are very high probability of conversion and truly be the only one there. I mean, nobody else that you're even competing with. There's no paid ads when you get down here. So it's just a huge opportunity for every local service business specifically. It's a huge opportunity. Think about your customers, what their pain point is, what kind of problems they're trying to solve, what kind of verbiage they use, and that's the kind of content you need to be creating content around. Hopefully this makes sense and was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. I'll be happy to help. This is Matthew Rupp, right here in Wichita. My office is at 13th and Ridge, out west. Welcome to check out my case studies. I have a couple speaking engagements coming up here soon. I have a lot of videos on my site and some content. I've given a lot of presentations at WSU. You're welcome to see some of the clients that I've helped here in Wichita and some of the success that I've helped them achieve. If you would like some help putting your website to work, I'd be happy to help. Take care.